Hey guys, my name is Steven Arévalo and today we're going to talk about some very interesting interface. We start with the first, which is the archery tag. What is the archery tag? Archery tag is the original brand of extreme archery equipment that provides a fun and unique way for people of all age to come together to enjoy archery. What is what is extreme archery? It is a new sport that combines elements of dodgeball or other combat type games with the timeless skills of archery. Who created it? Archery Task was created by John Jackson, founder, shop of global archery products. While working on an archery product with a manufacturer, the idea came up to put a foam tip on a round and shoot yourself with. The following websites talks about Olympic sports, talks about athletes, and is based on sport news. From this website, I chose to combat sports which are boxing and fencing. In boxing, Olympic story. When boxing made its Olympic story debut at the 1904 Games in St. Louis, it was the United States. The only country in there that looked at the medals. Later, the Americans continued to dominate boxing, winning 109 medals, including 48 gold of the 842 at the skate, closely followed with the Cubans and Russia. Since its inclusion in the Olympic program, boxing has been represented in every edition of the games, except in the 1912 in the Stockholm, due to Swedish law, which prohibited the practice. The rules have evolved since the in the 1980, 1984 in Los Angeles. Hard had mandatory in 1992 in Barcelona. Launch of an electronic scoring system to reinforce the objective of the arbitration 2007 and starting score. Women's boxing will make its debut at the London in 2012 games in the London. The current ones 11 men's events will be replaced by 10 men's and 3 women's events. In the fencing, beer of sport. Fencing began in the transition from a form of military training to a sport in the 14th or 15th century. Both Italy and Germany claim their origins, with Germany fencing master organizing the first wheels in the 15th century, the most notable being the Frankfurt Merckx Bruder from in the 1478. Game rules. The innovation in the 17th and 18th centuries led to the popularity of the fencing as a sport. The foil, a weapon with a flattened tip, a set of rules governing the target area, and the wearer's mesh mask. Together, these developments ensured the safety of the fencing participants. Olympic story. Fencing was first included in the 1896 Athens Games and has remained in the Olympic program ever since. The women's fencing competition entered in 1924 Games in Paris. Today, men and women compete in the individual and the teams events, in which three types of weapons are used: foil, épée, and saber. The foil was at first the only weapon used by women until the 1996 Games Atlanta, when the women's épée was introduced. The women's saber first appeared on the Athens Olympic program in 2004. Among the figures who have marked the sport, the Italian Nedo 1990 is the only person who has won a medal in a weapons in a single edition of the games. In 1912, at the age of 18, he won on the foil. Thereafter being decorated by his country for acts of bravery during the First World War, he won 5 gold medals in a tier in 1920, a historical and unrivaled record in the individual foil and saber events, in the team foil events, swords and swords saber events. Finally, we are going to talk about a video about evaluation in sport and how it serves in the learning of young people. Improvised socialization, this also helps to promote moral and ethical behavior. The evaluation learning in sport are the basis of global citizenship and helps a teacher, a coach, or a person to interact in a better way young people. Thank you and see you soon.